January 3rd, 2018. Take the pizza. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody listening. Alright, let's shut the music. Let's get the show started. 2018. We survived 2017. What a crazy mess of a year that was. There's a lot of things going on, and of course the terrorist attacks all over the place, mass shootings, especially here in Las Vegas. That was like the biggest news story, was the big shooting here at Mandalay Bay. Well, it wasn't at Mandalay Bay, but the guy was shooting from Mandalay Bay. But 58 people dead, over 500 injured, and then like 2 weeks later they have another mass shooting at a Texas church, 59 people. I guess they just wanted to it was one guy. So I think he just wanted to beat the Vegas record of 58, and he gets 59, one more. It's a mess. These people are assholes. They're insane. And then, of course, there's terrorist attacks. The new thing is running everybody over. They had the one in New York City where a guy rents a Ryder truck, and he goes down the bike path and runs over a whole bunch of people. He killed 8 people and injured over 12 more. And in England, there's a guy running over everybody on the London Bridge. The London Bridge attack, where they crashed into a bunch of people. The 3 guys get out with knives and start stabbing people. Then another one in Spain, the guy gets they rent 2 vans, they run over a bunch of people, they get out, they start shooting everybody. It's crazy. And then on top of all that stuff, you get 3 big, huge hurricanes. You had Harvey hits Houston, and you got Irma hits Florida, and then Maria hits Puerto Rico, and then they got all these wildfires all over California. 50, 60 people die in the wildfires, thousands of houses and businesses destroyed. And then a month later, they have more big wildfires all over California. But the rest of us, we all survived 2017. What a crazy year. Maybe I should make a T-shirt. I survived 2017. Put it on a website or something. I don't know if anybody will buy it. But here it is, 2018. 2018. It's a new year, new beginning. The other day I was listening to the song Wake Up Little Susie. And I was thinking, if that song was made today, the media would be like, they wouldn't let it on the radio. The media would be like, what is this, a date rape song? Would they give her roofies? And if they made that song, first of all, how old is Little Susie? And if they did remake that song, it would be a hit in Alabama. If you don't know the song, let me see if I could get it going here. If you don't know the song I'm talking about, so that's the song. It's time to go home. So yeah, little Susie falls asleep. So like I said, if they made that song today, forget about it. It would not hit the radio. They'd be like, this is definitely a bad song. The girl's name is Little Susie. She's unconscious. So that song would not go. So what did you all do for New Year's? I was over at one of the casinos, and the guy comes up to me, and he's like, I heard you're some kind of comedian. And I was like, yeah. He's like, say something funny. I said, okay. 4 people walk into a bar. One guy had a baseball bat, one guy had a hockey stick, the other guy had a chainsaw, and the other guy had a shotgun. He said, well, what happened? I said, I saw something. I said something. He said, well, what did you say? I said, I ain't going in that bar. So that's how I say something funny. I mean, the guy puts you on the spot. I could say, well, I could sit there and start performing like I'm some kind of trained monkey or something. Are you out of your mind? And let's do the weather. Let's do the weather. I wrote down the weather over here. We got some big storm. They're calling it the cyclone bomb or something. Going to hit the East Coast. And right now it's 28 degrees in New York. They're making it sound like it's a real radio show. And Seattle is 45. And then here in Las Vegas it's 61 degrees. Phoenix is 76. Los Angeles is 71. And in Palermo, Sicily, it is 60 degrees. Yeah, the time is 2:24. Quack, quack. That's a Don Imus show throwback. They do this time or whatever, the weather. They do a quack, quack at the end. Quack, quack. I got the corner guy here, and he's like, nah, this isn't good. What do we got to do the weather for? It's a talk show. I'm talking about the weather. I don't know why they call this thing the cyclone bomb. It sounds, doesn't sound good. Bombs is like really bad. Even that. That's why I forgot to mention the second terrorist attack in New York. The guy had a pipe bomb or whatever, or a suicide vest, and the thing didn't work. It only burned him and like two other people. So and now we got the cyclone bomb. Might hit. Doesn't even sound like a winter storm. You don't expect cyclone bomb to have snow. That's a stupid name. Who came up with the name Cyclone Bomb? Anyway, so the picks. I forgot I was supposed to do the picks in the beginning. Yeah, the picks went 2-1 last week, but I'm on fire. I wrote down that yesterday 5-0 in hockey. I had Pittsburgh over Philadelphia. They won 5-1. Tampa Bay 2-0 over Toronto. Boston Bruins 5-1 over the New York Islanders, which is. They're now they just built a new arena in Brooklyn. They destroyed the one in Long Island. They built this new arena in Brooklyn, so the Islanders and the Nets play there. And now they're going to build a new arena in Belmont, in Queens, where the horse track is. I don't know if they're going to build it next door to the horse track or on the horse track, or maybe they'll just play in the middle of the horse track, or maybe they'll play in the parking lot. You just get a hose, you water it down. And you put up, you put some wood around it and make it, the walls and stuff. And I'm not talking about the racetrack. I'm talking about the hockey. So they're going to move the Islanders now. It's like the Islanders are like if you're in the military, you get shipped around every 2-3 years. You got to go somewhere else. Before you know it, the Islanders will be playing in Mexico City or something. It'll be the Mexico City NHL team. Once they build the arena at Belmont, 5 years later, they'll say, maybe we'll move the team to Mexico City. Actually, Vegas needs another team because all the games are sold out. I was trying to get tickets to go to the Rangers versus the Golden Knights. The tickets are sold out. And just all of a sudden, everybody over here in Vegas, hockey's not going to work. Yeah, well, it's working. Team's in first place. They won 3-0 yesterday. They beat Nashville. And if you don't know, Nashville went to the Stanley Cup Finals and took the Penguins to a Game 7. They almost won the Stanley Cup. So they shut them out yesterday. And I was going to do the picks. I forgot. I was going to do the picks. I was supposed to do the picks at the beginning. I'll do the picks at the beginning. Is Pepsi called yet? Where's my sponsor? Need my sponsor. Pepsi's got good money. I forgot to do that joke last week about the Pepsi sponsoring the show. Pepsi, you listening? I know. I saw 2 trucks drive by the house yesterday, and they were doing circles. They were doing circles around the house. I got tire tracks in my backyard. One truck actually knocked down the brick wall, so the other truck could drive circles around my house. But yeah, Pepsi, are you going to sponsor the show? What are you doing? Or do I got to call RC? I saw an RC truck the other day. It was like the first time I saw an RC truck in years. I haven't seen an RC truck since I was in New York because I think, they fill all the cans over in like White Plains or Yonkers or something. But yeah, so I was going to do the picks And we got wild card weekend coming up. NFL, the regular season is over. So the same teams every year. Like the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets, the Miami Dolphins. The teams that never make the playoffs. I don't know what the story with the Browns are. They've won 1 out of 30. 1 out of 30. But, I know what the problem with the Jets and the Dolphins are. Once Tom Brady retires, then they'll be able to win the division. You see, as soon as Tannehill went down, the starting quarterback for the Dolphins, as soon as he went down, like right before week 1 of preseason, I put out on my Twitter, I don't know if you're on Twitter, there's like a couple million people on it, at Mike Stigs, I put out, well, that's it. Patriots already clinched the division. Didn't even play the first game of preseason, and they already clinched the division. Yeah, obviously I was right. I mean, with Tannehill, that was the only team that was going to give the Patriots a run for the money for the division. As soon as he went down, that was it. It was over. They bring back Jay Cutler out of retirement. I guess the second string quarterback's no good, and the third string quarterback's no good. Let's go get the retired guy. He's been retired 2 years. He already has a job in the announcer's booth. Let's get him to throw the ball because our second, third, and fourth and fifth string quarterbacks, we just have them because we're supposed to have 3 starting quarterbacks and then 1 on the practice squad, but we're not going to play them. But we'll just get the guy that's been retired for 2 years, and we'll bring him in, and we'll go, under 500. What do they have, a second string and a third string quarterback? If you go, they could have got, who's the guy that was kneeling? Kaepernick. They could have got Kaepernick. They probably would have signed him, but the stupid idiot had to wear a Fidel Castro shirt. And here's the problem with that. Half the fan base in Miami are from Cuba and hate Castro. So you just you cost yourself that job because you're pro Castro. But Castro, from what I've heard, is he's an asshole, just like these terrorists that have to run over everybody and blow people up and shoot people out of a window from the 32nd floor into a concert. And I forgot to mention that other big attack with the Ariana Grande concert. A guy blows up a bunch of teenage kids and everything. Another asshole. Did they ever find out who did that? Did they find that guy? I don't know if he was a suicide guy or he, rolled the pipe bomb under a seat or something. But I don't remember. I got to look into that now. I was supposed to do the picks, right? I was supposed to do it in the beginning, and the show's now kind of in the middle. Should I skip the picks? The corner guy says, no, half the people here watching the show are here for the picks. I bet half of them already like, he's not giving the picks, let's just shut it. He's like, yeah, the corner guy's here this week. Last week I didn't have the corner guy because I was filming on Christmas. And, it's hard to judge how good you're doing, because he doesn't want to talk on the microphone. He doesn't want to get on camera, but I watched the reaction, and that tells me how good I'm doing. And according to his reaction, last week was better, and he wasn't here. Okay, so I'm going to do the picks. So I got wild card. I'm only doing 2 games this week for the NFL. I got a whole bunch of hockey picks for tomorrow. But 2 games for the NFL because 90% of sports bettors bet football and less than 10% bet hockey. But I'm going to go with the Falcons plus 6.5 and the Carolina Panthers plus 6.5. All right, so the Falcons got to go all the way to California and play the Rams. So they'll be playing on the road. But you're giving me almost a touchdown, I'm going to take it. The Falcons could throw up some serious points. And the Rams could also put up some serious points, but, they don't have Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. So That's why I think I'll take the Falcons plus 6.5. And then Carolina Panthers are playing the Saints in New Orleans. And I'm going to take the Panthers plus 6.5. And, they got the McCaffrey guy, rookie, playing great. And then, the thing is, the Saints at home. I was like, why would you take them? Well, the Saints lost to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who only won 4 games. At first I didn't even watch the game, but when I watched the highlights, Drew Brees played the whole game. I thought maybe he didn't even start because they already clinched. They didn't need the win, but no, Drew Brees played the game, and all of a sudden the Buccaneers. You can't beat the Buccaneers, and you're an 11-5 team. You're gonna have a problem when you're playing another team that's 11-5, even though it is the playoffs. But I'm going to go with the Panthers. They got a good quarterback, not as good as Drew Brees, but Cam Newton is very good. So, and I like that McCaffrey rookie. The guy could run the ball, he could catch the ball, he could take air out of the ball, he could do a lot of things with the ball, So I'm going to take that. That's the 2 picks for the NFL. All right, Panthers plus 6.5. Usually I do money line, but I'm taking points this week. Panthers plus 6.5 and Falcons plus 6.5. Get it now before it gets down to 5. But tomorrow, 5 teams for tomorrow. I got 5 games already researched, ready to roll. I'm taking Boston, the Bruins over the Florida Panthers, the Pittsburgh Penguins over the Carolina Hurricanes, the Tampa Bay Lightning over Montreal. Yeah, I'm going against the Canadian team. Big deal. The Canadian team hasn't won the Stanley Cup since, 91. And then Minnesota over Buffalo and Nashville over Arizona. That's pretty much a lock, that game. But, the ice is slippery. A guy could wind up to take a shot and fall down. So, nothing's ever guaranteed. But that's what I'm going to be rolling tomorrow. So I got 2 games on the weekend, 5 games tomorrow in hockey. And this is Take the Pizza. I'm Mike Stigs. I should have did the picks at the beginning, right? Because half the people probably aren't listening anymore. I did the weather. Did you get the weather? In case you missed it, in case you just joined in. That's funny. In case you just joined in, you got to press play on the video. New York is 28 degrees, Vegas is 61, Seattle is 45, Phoenix is 76. That's not the winter, that's summer. I mean, if it's 76 right now in Phoenix, do you know what it's going to be in July? 276. It's almost boiling. What temperature does water boil at? 212? All right, so that is boiling. It's a little above boiling, so make sure you put some coolant in the water. And then Sicily, 60 degrees. So, it's a little island in the Mediterranean right off the coast of Italy. It's part of Italy, but it's Sicily. They got their own flag. I think I'm Sicilian, so I could say this and nobody get offended. I don't like the Sicilian flag. It looks like a circus flag. It's got like 3 feet. Not the size. It has actually like 3 feet in a circle or something. I don't know. It's like the worst flag I've ever seen for a place. But good thing it's not a country, because in 4th grade we all had to take a project. We all had to decide. We all had to design a country's flag. Nobody was allowed to use the United States. So out of like 36 kids in the class, everybody had to take another country, and I chose Libya. Or is it Libya? But the one that Gaddafi used to run till they decide, like, what, that country doesn't have a central bank. Why don't we just whack the guy, and then we'll put a central bank in there, and then we'll funnel weapons from Libya into Syria, and then the guy that's in charge of running all the weapons from Libya to Syria, they'll have an attack, and we won't send any troops to save them, and he dies, because if he's not alive to tell you the story of what he was doing, then nobody will know that. I might be making that up. I don't know. I didn't really research it, but that's what it sounded like. So as soon as he was gone, the Gaddafi, they put they put the central bank in there. And, the next country that's going to get a central bank is North Korea. Oh, so that's why North Korea is all over the news. Yeah, they don't have a central bank either. So as soon as we go to war with North Korea, and if China doesn't get involved, they'll take over the country, and then they'll put in a central bank, and then everybody will be all hunky-dory. But what was I talking about? That's the central bank stuff right there. You got Bitcoin. That's something I didn't do right this year. That's the mistake I made this year, besides getting sepsis. But I should have bought Bitcoin when it was at $900 or $1,000. I should have bought Bitcoin. It went all the way up to like 19,000, and then it went down to like 12,000. It's somewhere between 12 and 14,000 right now. But that's what I should have did. A friend of mine's like big into this Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin and Dogecoin, all these crazy coins going around there. And that's the problem. I didn't get in Bitcoin, but if I got in at 1,000, when it gets to like 5 or 6, 7,000, I probably would have pulled out of that. I wouldn't have rode it all the way up to $19,000. But so now that was the boat I missed on for last year. This year I'm gonna get in on something early. I don't know what it is yet, but maybe it'll be tissue boxes. I'm gonna buy stock in tissue boxes or something, like Kleenex or something. Who makes Kleenex? Is it like Procter and Gamble or somebody? Well, anytime you get into the stock market, it's a gamble anyway. But so that's what I'm gonna do, and. Yeah, sepsis was not good. Don't ever get sepsis. If you're gonna ask for something, I take something else. But sepsis, you don't want sepsis. I didn't even know what sepsis was. But I'll do a whole thing on that in a week or two, because it's almost a year since I had it and I was in the hospital. But so that's the episode for this week. I'm gonna cut it down because should I be scripted? Yeah, I should have did the picks in the beginning, right? Yeah. Where's Pepsi with the sponsor? Gotta get my sponsorship over here. I'm not getting any feedback, so I hope I'm closer. Usually I'm a foot away from the microphone. But so that's the show for this week. Next week it might be a special event. We'll see what goes on. Hopefully these 5 games win tomorrow, and then you hit the 2 on the weekend, and I had did good yesterday. 5-0 yesterday. Hopefully I go 5-0 tomorrow, 2-0 on the weekend, and that'll be a good way to start off 2018. So that's the first show for the thing. But I went over. If you're gonna follow me on Instagram, it's Mike_Stigs. Stigs with 1 G. But the other day, last night I was coming up with you got to try to get people to watch the show. So I came up with this crazy stuff. Let me follow me on Twitter at Mike Stigs. But I put the keyboard is mightier than the sword. I'm the host of the #1 high-performance comedy, sports handicapping, anything goes podcast vlog called Take the Pizza. It's the only show called Take the Pizza. So that's why I could call it the #1 show called Take the Pizza. You see, it's all a matter of how you word things. You could word things to destroy things. And I'm a master at that. Anyway, Happy New Year 2018. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. Throw down some comments. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I put a video of my one of my dogs up there. So so follow me. Start promoting. Contact Pepsi if you know somebody over there, or RC, or I gotta figure. I gotta get a good sponsor. I mean, I'm already sponsored by Gun Hill Garage, but I need a big company. Like maybe Kia could sponsor me, or you know, or who's that guy with all those rockets they launch? Yeah, the guy the guy from like Virgin Atlantic or something, whatever his name. We'll look it up. We'll figure it out. We'll contact him. He's got a lot. I mean, if he could build rockets to go to space, then he give me like $1,000 every 3 days to do the show, and then we'll do a show every day. And then the corner guy. We're gonna have to come up with a name for the corner guy. All right, so that's it. I'll see you next time. All right, I'm out.